I mean, if I was to pick anyone, it would be my father.
My parents came over to England in the 60s. They came over on boats that took 23 days.
I have one knapsack and two big bags. I was stopped, being searched by two immigration officers, as customs, and I missed my train.
6月新馬嚟嘅，第一個印象好凍。
Saw snow the first time, and then when we went up to my uncle's chippy, okay, outside toilet, yes, chippy, yes, we're doing potatoes, yes, it's fine.
咁啊，去到個翹晒手去啲餐廳，個個都唔睇你，佢做乜喺度鬧添？
The country was a very, very different place. Multiculturalism didn't exist.
It's very strange growing up in a country where nobody looks like you in your immediate environment. So when I went to school, I was the only Chinese person in the school for 7 years.
When I first arrived in this country, people always ask me, say, Li Fen, when are you returning to China? You know, such question now is no longer.
People you speak in the street are very courteous, very helpful. I try to be very helpful.
说我来到伦敦的时候，这个唐人街有4间理发店，中国理发店。
I was the first ever Chinese nationality ever appointed by the BBC.
啲嗰啲門甲好入嗰個爐燒啦，焗嘅應真行咯。以前嗰啲工作好辛苦。
我哋 LEP 咧就多數落喺炮房底下，佢嗰啲係咪電動啊？一擺落去咧撳呢個斜上嗰個，跟住個子彈筒你又放落去上邊嗰度㗎。
波邊摩啊，佢又講俾人哋聽，啊我啲衫喺中國人度洗㗎，好似幫我哋賣告白咁樣嘅，啊好開心㗎，我哋聽見咁喎。
When we came, we can do like 100% independent without get funding from parents or family.
We had money left over to buy beers at college, so it was pretty good pay actually.
咁當時咧，我哋放咗學4點零鐘翻到去，咁5點鐘到咧就開始做廚房嘅嘢啦。
幫手做到凌晨2、3點啊，禮拜5、6。
They used to accuse the Chinese of pinching ducks and goose, you know, from the parks, and cook them in the restaurant. I mean, it's all hearsay.
Because they're always busy, the phone is always ringing.
Each month there's a long queue outside.
So I'm actually on duty 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Now in the age of internet, every minute is a deadline.
When you get the funding, other organizations, we lost the fundings. But sometimes we have in partnership work with them.
No, I pay you usually to everything I want. They don't consider you as a profession. They treat you like, they look down like you are one of his secretary or something.
嗰間保安公司全部都係退伍軍人，全部都曾經當過兵嘅，咁所以就唔覺得自己根本係退咗伍。
譬如喺倫敦呢間咧，就俾我哋下一代嗰啲 generation 啊，俾佢哋打理啊，而且 stay 你有個地方去食嘢啦，咁唔使成日出去睇佢食嘢。咁我話不如你喺自己間館食飯啦。
Yeah, I came to UK because when I was just happily being a post-out single woman, and then I met my current husband.
Families, the solid wall to support me to carry on with my challenge with my work.
I don't think chefs can ever really have a proper family life until they start making sacrifices on the work front.
似乎1個禮拜先翻次屋企嘅，咁樣咯。咁大多數都係我太太睇住佢哋嘅。
But it seemed to make sense to share the childcare, share the work, because architecture for us is life and work all together.
When I taste the food or having her food, our feeling that's the enjoy, that's the family getting together, that's the mom's love.
I didn't set out to find my father, but in doing the research I found him in myself, in my personality.
依個我就算就40幾個鐘啊！ 仲辛苦翻工。
Somehow, like all youth, that thought that we can change the world.
People sometimes afraid of working, but to me, I think working is, I enjoy it.
Our non-Chinese colleague, they always say that you Chinese, your work ethic is just brilliant. It is so good to work with you.
We just like having fun with food.
I don't think it is a second-class occupation, and I think it's very rewarding, most importantly.
You have to be of a certain mindset and mind frame to be, freelance, self-employed, because you often have money and you often don't.
It is not really expensive thing, but if these people bring in something that they make from home and give it to us, we feel that our work is being appreciated.
When I work here, I found I extend my families.
I feel it's given me a good platform to communicate with the other peoples from different backgrounds.
Each time when we have a cultural activity, I always send the invitation to them to keep the friendship with the local people.
There's just more a sense of a communal area. I feel really rooted here.
The best thing of my job is to help people, to communicate with people, to learn more about people and to love people.
If you look different, people expect you to act differently. But then you might as well act differently. It gives you a bit of freedom. You can be who you want because people don't know if that's normal or if that's normal for your culture.
I remember when my son, when he was young, he told me he said he's English. I said, no, you're Chinese. He said, Mom, no, I'm English, but I just look like Chinese, but I'm English.
Some people may say I'm quite westernized, but identity is something so personal and it's something so unconscious, so I certainly do still feel very Chinese.
We try to live side by side and maintain our own identity.
It's only through communication that you can gain respect and appreciation for other cultures.
You kind of grow up with a kind of reservation about your Chinese heritage.
They just 100% English way of thinking. As a parent, you want your children to carry on the Chinese tradition.
The issue is that I've never felt that my art is particularly Chinese or understood what it meant to have Chinese heritage.
It's very difficult for me to think of such a fixed thing as a Chinese culture that I may have or that I may share with another Chinese person.
Studying in university compared to my sister, studying since boarding school has different influences. I think I've kept more of the Chinese traditions and heritage.
All my campaign are about advancement of the civil rights of the Chinese community. That is the Chinese heritage I carry and protect and defend and promote.
We are what our background makes us to be. If that is a very mixed background, then you become a much more multifaceted person. And so that mix, that blend of cultures is something that I've always treasured and I always will.
I wish I have some helpers taking over from me because I have done so much.
The British-born Chinese, now that's encouraging. I see more and more of them being more politically active, and that can be only good for the community.
If you can't bring well-trained, passionate people into the country to cook Chinese food, then you can't expect Chinese food to flourish in London.
Our service is still required and we must maintain it.
I don't want to design a career for my daughter. I think that the personal choice is so important. It's your life, and I think that's the most important thing.